Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by the one, the only Brady Heggemeyer of Milford. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. Can't complain.
I should say formally of Milford because you are now a Milford alum because you graduated last night. Congrats.
Thank you.
So let's start with that. How do you feel like you're done?
I just feel like it's just a lot of freedom, kind of. Just getting out of there. Summer's starting early for me this year. It's beautiful outside. I just like hanging out, having the freedom.
And yeah, we're in at time of recording, it's like 80 degrees outside today.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's been nice, but I'm pretty sure you've had a lot of time to reflect back on this past year, and went through a lot of things, and in the classroom and on the field, and you know and all that. Like, what were have you had time to reflect back, and what will you most take away from different experiences that you've had?
I mean, kind of throughout senior year and just all of high school, it's definitely had like all of its ups and downs, like whether it's sports, classrooms, like with friends, relationships and stuff. But like looking back at it, it's all even the downs are worth it. Like I've had a good time and I'm excited to move on, but like I'll look back at and still be like remembering it as a happy time in my life.
Yeah. So we'll go in chronological order. Let's coming off a football season where you accomplished a lot of things, what was that like to go through and you got another special year by you guys?
It was definitely a season of ups and downs for me personally, but it was a good season. I think we won 7 games, so that's the best record we've had since I've been here, tied with my freshman year. And it was the first time I was on the field when we beat Lakeland, and that was just a great feeling because junior year losing them 2 times in the playoffs, like I just wanted that redemption. So I think that's my biggest and best memory of our senior football season. I'll always remember that.
Absolutely. So, coming off that and knowing, you're not going to play football again, like what was that like and I know we talked about this the last time you were on here, but
Yeah.
what was that like to know that, hey, this is the last time I'm going to be doing this, and now it's, all there is just the memories that you'll carry on.
Yeah, I played for I think it was 11 years, so I had my fair share of football, and it's definitely emotional. Like I'll never get to go on like the Friday night lights and play with all my boys again. But like coming summer, I'm not gonna be as busy with all those practices. So I try to take it for the highs and the lows, but I'll definitely miss playing on the Friday nights with all my friends.
Yeah. And then obviously you guys just, a couple days ago, you just wrapped up baseball season. I know that had a lot of ups and downs, especially, you're going to have that when a new coach comes in. What was it like your senior year getting used to a fresh new face? Because that's hard for, like, because you're only there for one more year, and a new guy shows up. What was that like to for you to get used to someone new? And it seems like you guys kind of put it together in the latter part of the season.
Yeah, it definitely took a minute to get used to. A little It was different at first. I think I grew closer with my coaches about halfway through the season, had a few, like not so easy conversations with them, like personally. But I think we grew closer and we second half of the year, I think we turned it around. I think we were probably 500-ish the last half of the season, which baseball for me with Milford, we were only above 500 my freshman year. So it was a fun time, being a senior season. I had fun still, even though we didn't have the best record. And I got my even though it was only pre-district, I had my first like postseason win. So that meant something to me too.
Yeah. Um, for you, I know that baseball has meant a lot to you. What has the sport meant? Because you probably played it when you were a little kid, and now you're looking at yourself now. what's that what was that like to kind of see, full circle, like all the things that you work toward, to see kind of happen, and who knows, that could be it too.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's really cool looking back on like, like I try to improve as much as I can. I put a lot of hard work into it, but it's also fun to look back at all the fun I have like playing like when I was younger, like 12, 13. Like those are some of the most fun years of my life, and like growing as a player like throughout the years till my senior year was just really fun to watch and look back on it. I've had some good days and bad days, but it was all a ton of fun and really fun to look back on.
So, um, like, throughout senior year, I know that, counting down the days, and now the days are over, and now it's official. Now you have no days to count down to. Um, what was senior year like, trying to get through the last few months, knowing that the end is getting close?
I mean, when I was still in school, I was kind of like, these months like need to speed up. Like I was ready to get out, but I had baseball keep me busy. It was a lot of fun, like knowing it's my last season during the end of the year. But it was also fun, like, because during the last like probably 2 3 weeks of the school year, you're kind of just looking back at like from your freshman year to now, and it was like it was kind of hit that it's like dang, like it's over. But it's fun looking back at it.
Yeah. Was it like walking across the stage yesterday?
I mean, it was pretty cool actually. I didn't think much of it honestly, because like I feel like most people graduate like I should. But when I walked across the stage, it was pretty cool, like shaking all their hands. Because one of the people on the board of our school was my baseball coach. So it was kind of cool. I didn't know him that well, but it was still cool shaking his hand and like seeing all the teachers and stuff. And there was a lot more people in the room than I expected too. So it was pretty cool being in that environment.
Yeah. It's usually a lot of people don't think that that day is ever going to come, and then it
Yeah, for
came,
sure.
and now it's here. Like, so, what is next for you?
Well, I'm gonna enjoy the summer, but then next year I'll be going to Grand Valley study business. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah. As I always like, what made you decide like you wanted to go to Grand Valley and, maybe experience something new? Because it's you're going through another thing, another course of another part of the state in West Michigan. Um,
Yeah.
and I've been there. It's if you need to, everyone needs to go to West Michigan watching this call. But what is Grand Valley going to be like, traveling all the way to Grand Rapids and getting to experience an area that you really don't know?
Well, I mean, I've visited Grand Rapids throughout my life for like whether it's baseball tournaments or just family trips or something like that, and it's great down there, really. It's, like you said, it's a great place to be. A lot of people need to go there. But then like my junior and senior year, really, I took a few tours of Grand Valley and their campus. Like it just felt like where I should be. So it took me a while to decide. I was between that and a few other schools, but it just felt like I needed to be there. It wasn't that far. It was like an hour and a half drive, but I also get to meet plenty of new people, find some new opportunities. So I'm really excited.
Yeah. And then finally, like, what is this summer going to be like? Because this is kind of the last summer that you'll all see each other before everybody goes their like separate ways. I know obviously you'll still see each other during breaks and all that other
Yeah.
stuff. But what's it going to be like knowing that, everyone's going their separate ways this time, and, you guys aren't going back to high school or anything like that?
Well, I feel like now this summer, like we'll all realize, like, don't like be involved, like get into everything. Don't just try to get your name out there because I won't want to admit, like, I want to hang out with my friends as much as I can. We got all these grad parties coming up, so I'll
Yeah,
see everyone a ton there. But I just also want to hang out with people as much as I can before I don't have the opportunity to anymore.
right. Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, Brady, thanks so much for the time.
Yeah, of course.
Congratulations, and best
Thank
of
you.
luck at Grand Valley.
Thank you.